Dear students, welcome back. In our previous video, we discussed about combustion, combustible and non-combustible substances, condition for combustion, ignition temperature, inflammable substances, and how to control our fire. So, in this video, we will learn about the types of combustion. So, combustion can be of three types. They are rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion and explosion. So what is rapid combustion? The type of combustion in which a substance burns rapidly, produce heat and light is called combustion. Is called rapid combustion. So the best example of rapid combustion is the burning of LPG. So you must have seen LPG. When you light the LPG, it burns in a constant and moderate speed till the finish of the LPG. So that is the best example of rapid combustion. Next is your spontaneous combustion. The types of combustion in which a material bursts into fire without the application of heat is called spontaneous combustion. The best example of spontaneous combustion we have studied already, that is the burning, that is the reaction of sodium metal with water. When we put sodium metal in water, it bursts into fire without providing any fire or without providing any heat. Also, we have learned that phosphorus is kept under water and sodium is kept inside the kerosene to stop or to check the spontaneous combustion, because their ignition temperature is so low that they react, phosphorus react in the atmosphere very quickly and the sodium metal react with the water quickly and they cause spontaneous combustion. So that's why to protect them they are kept, the phosphorus is kept in water and the sodium is kept in kerosene. Next, explosion. The combustion reaction that occurs suddenly with the evolution of large amount of heat, light and sound is called explosion. So you all have knowledge about explosion. In Diwali you burn firecrackers. That are the best example of explosion. Bombing during war or bursting of dynamite, that are the best example of explosion. Next, flame. So do you think all the combustible substance they produce flame while burning? Obviously no, because some substances like coal, charcoal, they don't produce flame. But whereas LPG, candle, they can produce flame. So how? Actually, when a combustible substance vaporizes during combustion, it produces flame. Otherwise, it cannot produce flame. Here is one candle. You can see it is vaporizing completely. That's why it is producing flame. So next is our structure of a flame. So the flame can be divided into three parts or three zones. In the diagram you are seeing the outermost zone, the middle zone and the innermost zone. So actually in the flame we cannot see the outermost zone, but we can feel the outermost zone. It is the hottest zone, because in the candle or in the flame, in the outermost zone sufficient oxygen is present, though that's why complete combustion takes place in the outermost zone. And the middle zone, the outermost zone is bluish in color, whereas the yellowish part that we see, that is the middle zone, and here moderate combustion takes place and the heat is also moderate. And the innermost part you can see it is blackish in color, that is the innermost zone of the candle flame and that is the least hot zone. So the outermost zone of a flame is the hottest part. So let us find out how the outermost zone is hottest part by doing this activity. I am taking a piece of paper. I will not touch this paper with the flame. Just I will keep outside the flame, and you see how it is burning very quickly, because that is the hottest part of the flame. Whereas I am keeping this matchstick inside the flame, and it will take lot of time to burn because it is least hot zone. So in this way the flame can be divided into three parts, and that is the hottest part, the outermost part. And you must have seen goldsmith, they use the outermost zone, that is the hottest zone of the flame, while melting the golds, so that they can easily melt the gold. Next, characteristics of a good fuel. So a good fuel should have some characteristics. From that characteristics only we can say it is a good fuel. So what are the characteristics? First one, it is readily available. So a good fuel should not be difficult to fetch or should not be difficult to get. It should be available easily. Its availability should be very easier, and it should be cheaper comparatively. Next, it is easy to store and transport. So it should not be any danger, or it should not be any difficult for its transportation. It should be easier and it should be safe. Next, it burns at a moderate speed. It should neither burn very quickly or not burn very slowly. It should burn very moderate rate. It produces large amount of heat. So heat should be sufficient. So then only you can say it is a good fuel. It does not leave behind any undesirable substances. So leftover should not be there while burning. It does not cause any pollution. It should not produce a large amount of polluted gas. As you have heard about CNG, which is called cleaner fuel, because it produces very less amount of pollution or polluting gas. Next, efficiency of a fuel. So the efficiency of a fuel is determined from its calorific value. So what is calorific value? Calorific value is the amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel, and it is expressed, its unit is kilojoule per kg. So from the calorific value of a fuel we can say the efficiency, whether its efficiency is very high or its efficiency is very low. Let us find the calorific value of some substances, combustible substances or fuel. You see cow dung, that is 6000 to 8000 kilojoule per kg, wood 17,000 to 22,000 kilojoule per kg. Hydrogen has the highest calorific value, 1,50,000 kilojoule per kg. But hydrogen cannot be used in domestic purpose because it is very explosive, and it is very dangerous to handle hydrogen. And you see LPG, its calorific value is 55,000 kilojoule per kg. Just compare wood and LPG. So which calorific value is higher? It is LPG only. That's why we should promote to use LPG at home, because wood, its calorific value is also very less and it produces a lot of harmful gases. That's why we should come forward to use LPG or CNG. Next, harmful effect of burning of fuels. So fuels are very essential. We use fuels in our domestic purpose, in running of vehicles, for transportation, for running of industry. So fuels is very essential these days. But the use of fuels, mainly fossil fuels, that are coal, petroleum, petrol, diesel, these are called the fossil fuel, and their burning leads to very harmful effect. So let us find out what are the harmful effects of burning of this fossil fuel. First, respiratory diseases. Unburned carbon particles releasing from wood, coal, petrol causes severe respiratory disease like asthma. So the burning of these fossil fuel, they produce large unburned particles, and when we breathe in, they goes to our respiratory tract and it causes suffocation, pharyngitis, laryngitis, and leads to severe disease like asthma, and it leads to death also. Next, death due to carbon monoxide gas. So carbon monoxide gas, it is a very poisonous gas, and it is released due to the burning of this fossil fuel like coal, petrol and diesel. And when we inhale this carbon monoxide gas, it reduces the blood carrying capacity, oxygen carrying capacity of our blood, and it causes suffocation. So in a closed room, if we burn coal or charcoal and sleep, due to release of too much carbon monoxide gas, it may cause death also. That's why we should avoid this thing. So next is global warming. So what is global warming? Global warming is the rise in the temperature of the earth. So how it takes place? Let us understand. Suppose this is our earth. Around the earth, atmosphere is present, and in the atmosphere some gases like carbon dioxide and other gases are present. They are called greenhouse gases, and these gases are somehow useful for us because when sunlight comes from the earth, this atmosphere or the greenhouse gases, they trap certain amount of heat energy so that the temperature of the earth is maintained. But nowadays the concentration of these carbon dioxide gas and other greenhouse gases like methane, they are increasing due to burning of fossil fuel, and the much amount of heat is trapped inside our atmosphere, and because of that the temperature of the earth is increasing, which is called global warming. And it is very alarming condition, severe condition for us, that because it has a lot of effects or consequences. That is rise in the sea level, causing flood in coastal area. All of you know that most of our polar areas are covered with ice. Sea is in ice form. So due to rise in temperature, the ice is melting. Because of that, the sea level is rising, which is very dangerous for the coastal area. Climate change. The climate is shifting nowadays because of this global warming. Then extinction of plants and animals. Due to rise in temperature, some plants and animals, they cannot adjust and they can extinct also. Next and last point is your acid rain. So what is acid rain? Burning of coal, diesel and petrol release oxides of sulfur, nitrogen. These gases dissolve in rainwater and forms acid, which is called acid rain. So from industry, a lot of gases like sulfur dioxide gas, nitrogen dioxide gas, they release and they remain scattered at the atmosphere. When rainwater falls, they combine with rainwater and form acid like nitric acid or sulfuric acid, and they fall as rain. And this is called acid rain, and this acid rain is very harmful for us. It destroys our crop, it kills our aquatic organism, it destroys the historical monuments like Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is getting corroded, which is called marble cancer. It also makes the soil acidic. So it has a lot of harmful effects. That's why while using this fossil fuel, you have to be very careful. So lastly, come to the summarization point, that is combustion, burning of a substance, combustible substance, that is fuel, conditions for combustion, fuel, heat, oxygen, ignition temperature, basic principle to control fire, hottest zone of a flame is the outermost zone, fuel efficiency, it is measured from its calorific value, and then that is the harmful effect of burning of fuels. So at the end, I hope you have understood all the concept of this chapter, and thank you.